Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Mentos Plays not the Binding of Isaac, Rogue Legacy. That would be the game I'm looking for. We have got music back, although it is playing a little bit loud still, so I want to turn this down a little bit. So we are going to go ahead and jump into this episode. I did do a little bit of off-camera play. Pretty much all I did was I got a chest plate, and I unlocked the Lich class, the first level of the Haggle skill, or Negotiator, or whatever it's called. And I got, what was the other thing? I unlocked the Lich class. So other than that, we haven't made any direct progress. We are playing as a Shinobi Dwarf here, which is a great combo. Obviously, dwarves come with their own little advantages from areas that they can reach that others can't. And I'm going to turn down the sound effects as well. I don't know why I left those so much higher than the music. There we go. But yeah, we're going to have a combo that is very strong and is able to access secret areas very easily since dwarves have an advantage in that regard. As you can kind of tell, the Shinobi does a lot of damage. My attack hasn't changed since the last episode, but I am now one-shotting almost everything just because of the Shinobi's damage bonus, which if we look at our character card, he has plus 30% move speed, low HP and MP, has huge strength but cannot land critical strikes. So his critical chance is 0, but his strength is at 66, which is really high. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So we're just going to keep going through here, and we're going to try our best to both collect a lot of gold, and if we find the boss, I think it may be time to take on the boss. I think we, with the Shinobi, should have no problem beating him, with the damage we're doing and with the stat stuff that we already have. So we will run away from these guys, which I could try to kill. Probably dangerous to do so though, so we aren't going to worry about that. And look, we have a journal. Journal entry number 5. I cannot exit through the front gate, but that is of little concern. I am committed to my cause and will not back out. So far, none of the maps I've found coincide with my own. Yet upon comparing them as a whole, I believe I have unearthed a slight pattern. It seems the forest is always to the right, the tower above, and below, well, hopefully I won't have to find out. So, that's kind of, as far as I know, your hint on what order of areas to go to. It says the forest first, and then it mentions the tower, and then finally it mentions below, which is of course the darkness down here. Or the dungeons, as the map in the beginning says. So, I think we can presume that that's kind of supposed to be your hint as to what order to do things in, because it would be kind of... let's see what's in the secret area. Oh, it's just a path back down here. That was a waste of help. But, yeah, it does seem like kind of the way the game hints at you which order to go to areas in, since it is kind of a Metroidvania style, free to explore wherever you want to go at any time. So some stupid damage. But yeah, I think that is kind of the game's way of just letting you know that in order to prevent you from going into areas that have stronger enemies before you're prepared for them. So we have found the boss here. But I don't really have all that much going on gold-wise right now. We still have quite a bit of castle to explore, so I'm hesitant to just walk in there right away and kind of ignore the possible benefits of exploring more. And I also don't want to die while we're trying to explore, but... nothing in this room except a lot of enemies I can't kill. So we're going to make note of where the boss is at, of course, but I think we're going to keep exploring a little bit, because... ooh. Oh, I'm not going to get this objective. Oh, just barely. That was horrible. I literally walked up to it as the time ran out. Took some damage along the way, unfortunately. The fairy chests are one of the big benefits of the architect, because when you lock the castle down, the objectives reset to not tried. So obviously if you have an idea of what's going on in the fairy chest room, you have a good chance of being able to pick it up when you come back on another character who has not failed the objective yet. It's not to say that you're guaranteed to succeed by any means, but... Oops. Go away, Norden. Shut up. Kill some Ghastlies, kill some Mages. I know those things have actual names, but they look like Ghastly. All enemies are dead, so we do get access to this fairy chest, which is... another balance rune. Our helmet is where we have our Volt rune, so I'm not really interested in stacking that one. I am kind of more interested in hopefully finding some vampire runes, since those are much, much better in terms of helping out your health than the balance runes are. This room, we just gotta take it nice and slow. As long as you move forward one little slot with each shot, you're good to go. And there we go. There is nothing up there. Oh snap, there are multiple of these guys. That was easy though. We have so much damage that we're taking them out quick. That's a plus. We did get a lot of gold out of this room. So now, we could go back a couple rooms up and to the right. The question is, do I want to do that, or do I want to... secret area, which gives me nothing but a route around the zombies. Got it. So we could go back to that other room up there that we haven't been to. This should be actually a little bit easier on going backwards, because we can kind of skip underneath the flames. That was a little bit tighter than I expected, but so we could go up and to the right. Oops, that was me being stupid. So unfortunately, we might actually die before we get a chance to take on the boss, which is kind of disappointing. I don't want to fight the boss with the castle locked down, because I don't want to lose the gold from it, because you get a lot of gold for beating the boss, and having yourself losing 30% of your gold is a big effect when it's that much. Obviously that's the catch-22 of the architect. If you use them on if you use them to try to get to the boss easily, when you've already found it, you're going to have to deal with the problem of already having, not getting as much gold from the boss as you should. Journal entry number 6. I have never liked the dark. I prefer to meet my enemies on an open field in plain sight. But now I find myself braving these darkened gallows with one gauntlet outstretched, the other by my hilt. I can never tell what horror lies behind each corner. I am the greatest swordsman in all the lands, yet even I am having trouble keeping these demons at bay. My siblings should be grateful that I rushed ahead of them. For them it was a blessing in disguise. They would not have the fortitude to survive these halls. Seems like our prince friend, who's been writing his journals, hasn't been having the best luck in here. I guess that's what happens when you're the greatest. Now you have to leave Earth for no reason. Or for no reason. See now, this will hopefully not be too bad of a room. We do have a lot of these little guys. MP recovered, but I almost never use my magic. Unless I have something that's a very good spell. Which these little spike balls aren't really all that bad, but they're not great either. We'll open this chest, make sure that we get the gold without dying. that eyeball. Some fire and we can kill him easily. Keep collecting more gold. Shinobi is definitely a very strong class. I think this is almost inarguably our most successful run thus far. And it's all thanks to the higher damage we get from being a Shinobi. Obviously, if you've watched me play Binding of Isaac at all, you know how much I prefer high damage to high health, so... having that ability to have that, not a big problem to me. Okay. This coin. Oh! So we did finally die. We killed a whole lot of stuff. And let's see, we can be a Shinobi who's stereo blind. Size, we can be Archmage with baldness and Tourette's, or an Archmage with Tourette's and peripheral arterial disease. We're gonna go with Lady Teresa here, because I will be a Shinobi again. And then we have a lot of gold to spend on something. Gold find is still out of our reach, as is upgrading the miner, which I assume would give us another thing to use. That would give me more healing from potions, from meat, as well as more MP from potions. This would give us the ability to keep 12% of our gold, but we can't afford that at all. We could upgrade our Lich to be able to change max HP into max MP. That's a weird strategy. We could upgrade our Shinobi for 1000 to become a leader and turn yourself into a Hokage, and you could use A to flash. We could upgrade our damage, we could upgrade our critical hit chance, our health, or our equip load. You know what, let's upgrade Shinobi. That might unlock more for us, it does. Go from a measly Shinobi to the all-powerful Hokage. Master the art of looking like you're hit, but secretly turning into a log at the last minute. Good thing you carry a lot of logs on you. Probably is a good thing. We can give ourselves extra armor. We can increase our down strike, but let's increase our damage for 600 and some. This 239, probably not going to afford me much of anything. So, I think we can move on from here. I might be able to get a pair of bracers. Let's see, we got a new helmet, which is 250 to unlock. I just barely missed out on that one. And that does give us a little bit of extra health and a little bit of extra mana. Chest plate, we got bracers, we could afford these ones, which give us +5 magic. The bracers so far do not seem all that worth the money. This gives us +4% critical hit chance. This one gives us -30 health, but +1 vampirism. Weighs 35 pounds and is well more than I can afford. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go talk to Sharon over here and get back into the castle. Confirm. Pay 94% of our gold. After we get the next level of haggle, that'll be down to, what, 88% if I remember? It was +6 again. So now this time I think if I find the boss right away, I'm gonna just fight him right away. Just to make sure that we can fight him instead of ending up dying on the way. But that all depends on if we find it or not. I think it did benefit us a lot to explore like I did, even though in the end it meant that we couldn't fight the boss. A lot of painting enemies in this room, but not much else going on. Just one door on both sides. Easily trounce through anything that gets in the way. Jump up here, not make the same stupid mistake we did last time. We got one of these fire mages up here that will die quickly, as well as a skeleton. Let's head back to the left now. That was a pretty one-time shot. Didn't give myself credit on that one. One gold bag, not all that much, but it's something. That picture died before I even realized it was a enemy painting. Ooh, man. This guy worries me. Oh, we did die. Unfortunately, that went a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to. So let us pick a next heir. We got an Archmage who has Time Stop, OCD, and Tunnel Vision. We've got a Miner who is a Giant with Tourette's. And we got a Miner who has congenital insensitivity to pain. No pain. I am curious what this does. I have never seen that trait before. We're going to upgrade our health since we have the money for it. And we will head on this way. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So we can, once again, pay 94%. It's going to take us down to 2 gold. Not a whole lot we can do with 2 gold, let's be honest here. But since we got a miner... Wait a second, does this mean that I die if I get hit once? Because I have no HP bar. Oh dear lord, this could have been a horrible character to take. I don't think we're going to be lasting long in this run. I have a strange feeling. It either means that I can't die, or that I die from one hit. One of those two things. Seeing as I find an invincible character to be an odd addition, I'm going to guess that we die in one hit. Or maybe not. What is... Dude, there's no way that we can't die. Can we just not see our HP bar, I'm guessing, then? Because we can't sense the pain, so we can't see how much health we have left? That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I'm guessing that must be what it is. That seems like a very difficult trait to play with. Well, let's be honest, we've taken a staggering amount of damage, and we are still alive. Hi guys, like, I don't feel pain, I don't care. You know what we could do? We could go here. Plus 30% gold gain, very weak in all other stats, no visible health bar. Yes, that is exactly what it is. It's no benefit, no harm, except we can't see the health bar. Which I guess is actually quite a negative, but that was close. I'm guessing we are probably pretty close to death right now. But we will continue onwards, because if I am not pretty close to death, we might be able to pull something out. I always find the perks that come with no benefit, really, to be strange. Like, if this is the only perk that a character has, there's nothing that really benefits you from it. But on the other hand, I guess it also gives you the ability to... Q, development time, 1 month. Okay, so this gives a little history of the games that you find the pictures of. I'm not going to read through quite all of that just yet, but... You know, killing enemies through walls that you can't otherwise reach isn't all that... There we go, we died. But killing enemies through walls isn't all that useful for most characters, but if we get a Lich, their ability is that, which we do. We have a Lich here who can't be knocked back. We got 2 Barbarian Queens, so we're going to go with the Lich. Essentially, what's going to happen with this character is, as we go on, we are going to be able to upgrade our health one more time. Essentially, because of being a Lich, we're going to start out with our stats being pretty low. If we look at our card here, we're going to have low strength, HP, and MP. But our kills are converted into maximum HP. So we can get health incredibly high as we go along, which is obviously nice. And now that I see that it's specifically max HP that increases again, it makes the Lich's special ability we saw earlier much more valuable, because now you can raise your max HP up really high, switch over to your MP, raise that up, switch back, raise up some more. You can kind of keep your HP and your MP up to ridiculously high levels by way of just switching back and forth between them. And it also allows you to switch over, use, I would guess it allows you to use potions to heal your health by switching it over to mana. And then, once it's switched over to mana, you're able to pick up the potion, heal up your MP, and then switch it back to HP. That might be a strategy that is able to work. I'm not sure if it's, I'm not sure if the ability hurts your MP when you use it, so I don't know if you would actually get back to full health, or if there would be any benefit from that kind of a healing strategy, but it's something worth checking out once we have that ability. And slide down here. This room, I do not want to hit any of these barrels, even though it might cost me some health, which it did, because sometimes there are things hidden up in the top of these rooms that if you destroy the barrels you can't access. So we want to just kill all the enemies, pick up all the gold. Whoop, there's still one left. Stop hitting me. See, we get plus 4 HP for every kill that we take, which is kind of nice actually. And there is a chest up here. And now we feel smart for not killing all these barrels. Now we could do this the nice slow way here, or we could just do this. There we go, got a lot of loot out of that. Ooh, this guy's fun. Greetings, adventurer. I am here to give you a chance of a lifetime. For the measly sum of 25% your current gold, I will give you a chance to open one of 3 chests. One chest will triple what you paid, but the other 2 are empty. Care to give it a shot? Confirm. 120 gold. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're gonna go with this one. What's in the box? Nothing! You stupid! So stupid! Screw you, man! I want my money back! So that's a little bit different than it was in the demo, actually. In the demo you had 3 chest choices. One was empty. One had, getting back what you paid. And one had, the bonus gold. So I do feel like they have, in a few different ways, some of which I've already come across and mentioned, like the architect taking even more of your gold than he did before. They have in some ways made the game harder than the demo. In other ways, I think it's been made a little bit, in a way, simpler, just because it's easier to figure things out. We do find the boss. We could try to give him a shot, should we? We're up to 179 HP. I do want to open this chest here, please. Maybe kill this here zombie. Oops, I didn't realize that spike was already up. Once again. Oh, okay, taking stupid damage over and over now. I can't help but trying to explore it that way. I should have known that would work out because he couldn't jump very high. This guy I'm not all that concerned in because he's going to be hard to kill. Check out what's going on up here. Not interested. So I know my health is low, but let's go fight the boss. I don't think we're going to survive very long, even if we don't beat it. So let's go give Mr. Kidder a visit. Ooh, the Gatekeeper, Kidder. Jump up here. I'm going to do this attack, which is the one that most frequently damages me. Which it did right there. He's going around clockwise. Clockwise again. You know, this guy could use some clear eyes. If I just had some eye drops, I could probably beat him without even fighting. He would thank me so much for clearing up his red eyes that he would just be like, you know what, dude? You're cool. I'm not gonna kill you. So we got Sir Grey the Lich, Sir Eric the Barbarian King, and a miner. We're gonna go with the miner with ADHD here. We're gonna bump up our attack strength a bit more because I feel like that's a very beneficial thing to have. 323 isn't quite enough for anything else. I could probably just look for the plus signs that mark that. But so we're a miner and we have ADHD, so we move a little bit quicker. And this should allow us to make some money on this run. This will be the last run of this video. It's getting right around 30 minutes. I'm going to be streaming this game later today when I record it. Obviously you guys aren't seeing this on the day I'm recording it. Because I'm trying to build up a backlog so I can keep a little bit more consistent uploads than I had at the beginning of the channel. So you guys aren't going to see it on the day that the video is actually recorded and I stream. But after I finish up a couple of recordings here, I'm going to jump into a stream that'll probably end up being a couple hours long. And with that, I'm going to eventually upload the VOD to YouTube, which will be a long video, which I completely understand if people didn't watch all the way through right away. But it would be very much possible for me to keep up with that. We're going to pray for assistance. Why every time? Oh my god, just kill me. Just kill me. We're gonna do one more run, I guess, because that was stupid. Every time I pray for assistance, I get Sonic's Curse. I have never seen anyone have that bad luck. Come on. Come on. Get on. There you go. But yeah, so that's going to be uploaded probably 2 or 3 days. I don't know how many videos I'm going to record, but probably 2 or 3 days after the this video goes up. And that'll be, like I said, probably a couple hours long. I'm not really expecting people to watch it all in one sitting, but I do want to play a lot of this game today, and I usually stream on Fridays, so instead of either not streaming so I can record more so I can play, or just not playing anymore when I go to start streaming, I will kind of combine the two efforts into one. And we are going to go up here, hit this dude. I might consider splitting that VOD up into separate parts since, you know, it is going to be so long. But I also feel like that is kind of counterproductive in the sense that if people want to finish watching the episode, they then have to go across to Twitch until they get to the end of it, instead of just having it all there on one convenient place and being able to jump through as they wish. So yeah, it'll probably be just posted up all on YouTube, which will get us through a few episodes worth of content, even though we'll post it as one. So as you see, since I have Alzheimer's, when I go to the map there, I can't actually see what's going on, which does make things a little bit more difficult, but isn't by far the worst perk that you could ask for, and the worst trait that you could have. I'd rather not be able to make out the full-size map than some of the other things in this game. For example, not seeing my health much more harmful than not seeing the map. Oops. guess you kind of almost always have to make the effort for as a miner, just because you do get such a higher percentage of gold that it's almost crazy to not try to get them. Fairy chest objective. Take no damage. I am pretty sure with my current upgrades that's impossible for me, so I am going to move on. We can do this. I assume that you need a bunch of vault runes in order to get up there. That would have been good to know before I tried. Let's go up top next. See, I'm hoping that by the end of next episode at least, we can be done with the castle here and moving on to the forest. Here we have our little VVVVV throwback. I died. I had wasted my double jump when I fell off because I didn't jump before I fell, so I knew that I was going to die anyway. Tunnel vision. No peripheral vision. I'm not entirely sure what that one means. Nearsighted. Anything far away is blurry. Savant, you're very talented with a few issues. This guy is an assassin, so he's got a mist form. Nearsighted nostalgic is a horrible combo. Let's use the Lich, since they're the only one without any seemingly debilitating attributes, if that makes sense. I did say that that last run was going to be the last run, didn't I? Oh well, we're going to go one more. I get caught up in this game sometimes, so I guess can't always expect me to hold true to last run. It's got that kind of one more playthrough mechanic that you feel in a lot of games that are, especially the more like, 10 million is a good example, where, you know, runs don't necessarily last all that long, but they're also challenging enough where you always want to keep completing the next level. And so you get that kind of effect of, you know, if I just play one more run, I can beat this. Ooh, this guy seems bad. Oh my god, he just... Okay, so this is a boss, two boss versions of this guy, and he has multiple spells. Okay, run, 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 run. Barbatos, I don't like you. We're gonna just run away. Run away. Mini bosses in this game are honestly probably one of the most difficult things in it. Like to the extent where I think even bosses are almost easier. Like, just some of the ones I've seen in the demo now on here, they just have so many attacks that take up so much of the screen. And they aren't nearly as pattern-based, they're more so read what they're gonna do and then do them. Ooh, that's what tunnel vision does. I can't see when shots are coming at me from off screen like I normally can. That's good to know. That is kind of a very bad trait to have, on second thought. But I guess still not nearly as bad as some others. But that's definitely up there for one of the worst. I will definitely be trying to avoid tunnel vision from here on out. Coin. I should probably go try to get that. Here. Oh yeah, I haven't shown off the assassin's ability yet. It drains mana like crazy, but it's a really good ability to have. There's a teleporter that teleports us randomly. I don't want to do that. Or at least I'm guessing it's random, considering I ended up in the forest last time I jumped on one of those. Let's go to the right here, just because it's the closest thing. I'm gonna wait for a good example to show this ability off. Because it is kind of, since it is going to take mana so fast, I don't want to use it just for the sake of showing it. I would rather save it for when it's going to be useful. die easily. Our balance room is coming in handy for us. So this teleporter here tells me that, yes, the forest is over here. Break these pots over here real quick, and then run. I actually, for some reason, thought we were playing the miner, so I forgot that I meant to show off this special ability. And this will be the dungeon, so those were really close together. Now entering the land of darkness. Ah! It's an evolved Ghastly, and some throwing stars. Run away. That Ghastly did not look like a Haunter, though. That was just a Ghastly with a different color smoke. So I guess he's not a Ghastly, because when he evolved, he didn't turn into Haunter. And then Gengar. I still remember way too much about Pokemon. Nothing wrong with Pokemon. In fact, sometimes the games are still fun to play, but for how long it's been since I paid like consistent attention to that series, I still know way too much about those original 150 Pokemon. I guess 151, because we should count Mew. He was before things went crazy and they just started adding more and more and more. Mew! Go, go, go! So we found 2 of the 3 other areas, but none of the boss. Don't think I can get over there to fight those guys, so we're just gonna run. Take that back, we have found 3 of 3 other areas. In fact, all within like one tiny little segment of each other. So I guess, should we survive the boss fight? Oh, that was close. Should we get to the boss and survive it, we know where to go next, and where to go after that, and where to go after that. So that's a good thing, right? Right? I kind of wish I could beat the boss as a miner, just because with their increased gold find and how much gold the bosses drop, that would probably increase my total amount gained by a huge amount. But I think right now it's in my best interest to just fight it whenever I find it. Okay, so we want to take no damage to get this fairy chest. Wait, why didn't my... Okay, it did activate just at a different time than I thought it did. I thought it should have. And I didn't really take advantage of it once it did. But essentially what the assassin special ability here is you can use up your mana very rapidly, as mentioned, to turn into mist, which makes you immune to damage. So for a room like that, it's perfect because you can just turn into mist, walk through the spike balls, and then, I guess the floating morning stars. So there is one room left I haven't explored, but I'm just gonna go fight the boss right here. But yeah, you can turn into mist, take no damage. I don't think you can attack in that state, but it's useful for what it's there for. So let's see, we got almost all of our health left. We've upgraded our stats a few times. We're back to the Gatekeeper Kidder. Let's go see what we can do. He is going clockwise. Spam attack for a while. Drop down and dodge. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Don't you know the 5 rules of dodgeball? If you're a giant, you can actually hit the eye from underneath while you're running below him, which is kind of useful. Oop, he's going counterclockwise this time. Taking some damage, but we still got a decent amount of health left. I think. Not really. Kind of need to be really careful on this part. Going clockwise again. Let's get up here. Swing, 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 swing. We're getting close. Oh man, we might... No! We were so close! Oh! Well, on the bright side, we got a lot of gold that time to bring with us into our next air. But with that devastating loss there, I'm going to call this episode quits, and I will be back very shortly for me, probably within the next day or two when I upload the next video for you. Yeah, for now, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode and my pure and utter disappointment at failing at that boss there. Thank you for watching. Hope you. Wait, I just said that part, didn't I? I did, I think. I'm not all here today, I'm sorry. But, yeah, really though, thank you for watching. And any kind of likes, comments, subscriptions to help out are always appreciated. For now, I will be off. Thank you guys. Have a good day or night or whenever it may be when you're watching this.